Hello. Today I will be introducing Daystrong Hydrin ESD Mats. My name is Andrew Mittermiller, and I am a development chemist at Zeon Chemicals, a supplier of specialty synthetic elastomers located in Louisville, Kentucky. We have partnered with Daystrong Rubber Products to create a new ESD mat with outstanding properties at a very competitive price. Daystrong Rubber Products, located in Malden, South Carolina, is a leading manufacturer of elastomeric products such as coated fabrics and rolled goods used in many industrial applications, with a rich history of quality, innovation, and service. You'll see in today's presentation that not only is there very special technology in the Daystrong Hydrin mats, but you'll also agree that these mats should replace all of the mats that you are currently using. Current ESD mat materials are non-permanent and require constant testing, maintenance, and replacement, which leads to high cost and undue risk. Typically, rubber mats are made with low-quality materials such as nitrile, neoprene, natural rubber, vinyl, or even recycled rubber. These materials are made static dissipative by the addition of conductive agents and oils, which are not compatible and leach out over time. For example, vinyl, also known as PVC, has an inherent resistance of about 10 to the 15th. With the addition of a great deal of oil, the resistance can meet the ESDA standard of less than 10 to the 9th ohms, but over time this oil bleeds out and the resistance will quickly increase outside of the acceptable range. The mechanism for this change is illustrated here, where the anti-static agent are the blue dots. At first the material is saturated and the resistance is acceptable, but over time the oil will migrate out and be wiped away with cleaning. If the mat is exposed to heat, ozone, or UV, these conductive additives degrade even faster. UV is especially damaging to the anti-static agents and will quickly increase the resistance within a matter of weeks, such as when bright work lights are constantly shining on the mat surface when a worker is using the mat. The new Daystrong Hydrin ESD mat uses a special synthetic elastomer called epichlorohydrin, or ECO for short, which is inherently static dissipative, meaning it is a permanent solution and will not change over time. There is no need for conductive agent or additives, since the polymer itself is within the ESD safe range. Furthermore, the Hydrin ECO provides excellent durability, heat resistance for baking, solvent resistance for exposure to fuels, oils, and hydrocarbons, and chemical resistance for exposure to harsh cleaners, and is also not susceptible to attack by ozone or UV. The polymer backbone of the Hydrin ECO rubber is made up of monomers, each specifically chosen for the benefits of the ESD mat. The first gives strength and heat resistance and chemical resistance, the second imparts the static dissipative properties, and the third is a cross-linking site which allows the mat material to be manufactured in a fast and efficient process. By using such a highly polar polymer, electrons can easily pass through the polymer backbone itself. There is nothing to bloom or decay over time, so the anti-static properties are permanent. A hydrin polymer is truly unlike any material currently used in ESD mats today. Daystrong Rubber Products has developed a two-layer mat using this special hydrin polymer. The top layer is colored and has a texture which is easily cleaned, while the bottom is a conductive material which allows the constant monitoring systems to function properly. These layers are chemically bonded together through co-vulcanization and do not use any adhesives. The mats easily lay flat due to their proprietary compounding and are sold at standard widths and roll lengths. Here's a sample of the Daystrong Hydrin ESD mat with the ground point snap attached. We're going to measure the STM 7.1 resistance to ground point. So we put the weighted probe in the center. We have the resistance tester here. Our humidity is at 48%. .5 E6 ohms. Very low resistance. Daystrong Hydrin mats can be used on work surfaces, but also excel when used as ESD safe floor mats. ANSI ESD S2020 requires footwear and flooring systems to be measured for static buildup using STM 97.2. The walking voltage generation of the Daystrong mat is very low and the static is dissipated quickly, almost below the measurement limits of the testing equipment. When comparing to the other ESD mats on the market, you can see that the resistance to ground point of the Daystrong mat is the lowest of all tested, meaning that it will dissipate the static the fastest while still being not overly conductive. Furthermore, the other materials will only increase as their conductive additives degrade and leach out over time, requiring the other mats to require replacement. Daystrong Hydrin mats will never lose their great static dissipative properties. Tables and floor surfaces are always exposed to light, so the UV resistance is very important. UV will degrade the additives and other materials and increase the resistance until the mats are no longer safe to prevent ESD events. The Daystrong Hydrin mats are color stable and not susceptible to UV degradation. ESD work surface mats are commonly exposed to all types of solder and flux and must be cleaned regularly, but using isopropyl alcohol and harsh cleaners will hurt the ESD properties of low quality mats. As we see here, even after just one wash with IPA, it is apparent how the resistance of these low quality mats can quickly increase. Furthermore, the special mat cleaners sold by the mat suppliers are themselves costly and leads to mats not being cleaned properly. The Daystrong ESD mats require no special cleaners and can be cleaned with any solvent or cleaner of choice. The sheer durability of the Daystrong Hydrin ESD mats is also remarkable. These mats are very soft compared to the other hard mats on the market, providing more cushion and also not allowing parts to slide around on trays or carts, and also allowing the mats to easily lay flat when unrolled. So despite the low hardness, these mats are incredibly strong and resist tears and punctures, as shown by the high tear strength and elongation. Heat resistance is also important for ESD mats used for baking trays, where other materials will become brittle and curl after limited exposure to heat. Daystrong Hydrin mats can be reused over and over without losing their static dissipative properties, discoloring, or curling at the edges. No other mat on the market has the heat resistance even close to that of the Daystrong Hydrin mat. In conclusion, it's clear that the Daystrong Hydrin ESD mats are a bulletproof solution for every situation, whether it's work surface, flooring, shelves, carts, or tray liners. Not only are the mats highly durable, possessing permanent electrostatic dissipative properties with very low trouble charge generation and exceptional heat and UV resistance, plus these mats can be cleaned with any type of chemical. These mats are also designed to fit in your current process for monitoring ground and will alleviate the need to constantly test your mats. Daystrong ESD mats are made in the United States with American products by a manufacturer focused on quality and competitive cost. Once you see the difference in lifespan that can be achieved by replacing low quality mats with Daystrong Hydrin mats, you'll agree that these are truly something special. Request a sample and see the difference today.